What if I told you there's a place where people regularly live to 100 and beyond, where grandmothers in their 90s still tend their gardens, and great-grandfathers celebrate their 105th birthday by taking a morning walk? This isn't science fiction. This is Japan. And by the end of this video, you'll discover the 7 simple daily habits that make it possible. But here's the catch. Habit number 6. It's the one almost nobody talks about, and it might be the most powerful of all. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is Elderly Wisdom and Reflections. And on this channel, we explore science-backed ways to live healthier, longer, and happier lives. Today, we're diving into something truly remarkable. Japan has one of the highest concentrations of centenarians, people who live past 100 anywhere on Earth. In fact, on the island of Okinawa alone, there are approximately 50 centenarians per 100,000 people. Compare that to the United States, where it's only about 22 per 100,000. So what's their secret? Is it genetics? Lucky DNA? Well, here's the fascinating part. Research shows that genetics only account for about 20 to 30% of longevity. The other 70 to 80%? That's lifestyle, baby. That's the choices we make every single day. And that's exactly what we're going to unpack today. The 7 daily habits that Japanese seniors swear by. Habits that you can start implementing today. But before we dive in, let me ask you, how long do you want to live? Drop your number in the comments, 80, 90, 100. Let's see what we're working with. Now let's be real for a moment. Aging can feel scary. As we get older, our bodies start to change in ways we can't ignore. Maybe you've noticed it already. You wake up with aches that weren't there before. Your energy isn't what it used to be. You forget where you put your keys again. Climbing stairs leaves you winded. And those chronic health concerns? They start piling up like unopened mail. I remember watching my own grandmother struggle in her 70s. She went from this vibrant, active woman who loved to dance to someone who could barely walk without pain. And the worst part? She kept saying, "Well, this is just what happens when you get old." But is it? Is decline inevitable? Here's what most people don't realize. The way we age is largely determined by the choices we make decades before. The 60-year-old you is being shaped by the 30, 40, or 50-year-old you right now. And that's both terrifying and incredibly empowering. So what are we up against? Let's break down the big 3 challenges of aging. Challenge number 1, physical decline. Our muscle mass decreases. Our bones become more fragile. Our metabolism slows down. We become more susceptible to falls, injuries, and chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and arthritis. Challenge number 2, mental and cognitive decline. Our memory starts to fade. Processing information takes longer. The risk of dementia and Alzheimer's increases. And let's be honest, losing our mental sharpness is one of the scariest parts of aging. Challenge number 3, social isolation and loss of purpose. We retire. Our social circles shrink. Friends and family members pass away. We lose that sense of purpose that once drove us. And study after study shows that loneliness is as deadly as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. But here's where Japanese centenarians completely flip the script. They've proven that aging doesn't have to mean decline. They're living proof that we can remain active, sharp, connected, and purposeful well into our hundreds. So how are they doing it? That's what we're about to discover. And trust me, some of these habits are so simple, you'll wonder why you haven't been doing them all along. Now I'm going to share all 7 habits with you, but pay close attention to habit number 4. Because this one habit alone has been shown to reduce your risk of heart disease by 31%, lower your risk of stroke by 32%, and could add up to 15 years to your life. More on that in just a moment. All right, let's get into the good stuff. Here are the 7 daily habits of Japanese seniors who live past 100. Habit number 1. They eat a plant-forward diet. The traditional Japanese diet is the foundation of their longevity. But it's not just what they eat, it's how they eat. What they eat? Tons of vegetables, especially leafy greens, sweet potatoes, and seaweed. Fresh fish rich in omega-3s. Fermented foods like miso, natto, and pickled vegetables for gut health. Green tea packed with antioxidants. Minimal processed foods and sugar. How they eat. Here's the magic. They practice hara hachi bu, eating until they're 80% full, not stuffed. This ancient Confucian teaching helps prevent overeating and reduces stress on the digestive system. Your action step. This week, try putting your fork down when you're 80% full. Listen to your body before it starts screaming that it's stuffed. Habit number 2. They move every single day. Habit number 2. They move every single day. Here's what's interesting. Japanese seniors aren't hitting the gym for intense CrossFit sessions. They're doing something much simpler. Gentle, consistent movement. We're talking about morning walks or cycling, gardening and outdoor activities, radio taiso, a form of light calisthenics done to music, activities that build flexibility, balance, and strength. The secret isn't intensity, it's consistency. They move a little bit every single day. No excuses. Your action step. Commit to just 20 minutes of gentle movement daily. A walk, some stretching, anything that gets you moving. Habit number 3. They manage stress like pros. Chronic stress is a silent killer. It increases inflammation, weakens your immune system, and accelerates aging. Japanese seniors have built-in stress management practices. Daily meditation or mindfulness. Tea ceremonies that force you to slow down. Time in nature. Forest bathing or Shinrin-yoku. Taking regular breaks throughout the day. Studies show that just 15 minutes of meditation per day can lower cortisol levels and improve heart health. Your action step. Start with just 5 minutes of deep breathing each morning. Breathe in for 4 counts. Hold for 4, breathe out for 4. That's it. Habit number 4. They prioritize quality sleep. Remember that habit I mentioned earlier that could add up to 15 years to your life? This is it. Japanese seniors are religious about their sleep. Here's why it matters. Poor sleep increases your risk of heart disease by 48%. It doubles your risk of stroke. It accelerates cognitive decline. It weakens your immune system. Japanese seniors follow strict sleep hygiene. Consistent sleep schedule. Same time every night. Dark, cool bedrooms. No screens before bed. Evening routines that signal it's time to wind down. Your action step. Pick one thing to improve your sleep this week. Earlier bedtime. No phone an hour before bed. Cooler room temperature. Just start with 1. Habit number 5. They build and maintain deep social connections. Here's a sobering fact. Loneliness kills. But Japanese culture has built-in protection against it. They prioritize multi-generational households where grandparents live with family, regular community gatherings and festivals, daily check-ins with neighbors, group activities and clubs. A Harvard study that tracked people for over 80 years found that strong relationships are the #1 predictor of longevity and happiness. Not money, not fame, relationships. But here's what's wild. The next habit we're about to discuss. It's the one that ties everything together. It's the secret sauce that makes all the other habits work. And it's something that Western culture almost completely ignores. Your action step. Reach out to one person today. Call a friend. Visit a family member. Have a real conversation, not just a text. Habit number 6. They pursue activities that bring them joy and keep them engaged. Japanese seniors don't just sit around watching TV all day. They stay mentally active and engaged. They learn new skills at any age, practice hobbies like painting, calligraphy, or music, read regularly, play games that challenge the mind, teach others and pass down knowledge. Keeping your brain active builds cognitive reserve. It's like a savings account for your brain that you can draw from as you age. Your action step. Pick one new skill to learn this month. A language, an instrument, a craft, anything that challenges your brain. And now, we've arrived at the most important habit of all. The one that Japanese centenarians say is the key to living past 100. This is the habit that gives meaning to everything else we've discussed. Let's talk about habit number 7. Habit number 7. They have ikigai, a reason to wake up every morning. Ikigai. In Japanese, it roughly translates to a reason for being. Your purpose, your why. And here's what researchers discovered. Japanese seniors who have a strong sense of ikigai live longer, have lower rates of cardiovascular disease, and report higher levels of happiness and life satisfaction. So what is ikigai? It's found at the intersection of 4 questions. What do you love? What are you good at? What does the world need? What can you be paid for? Where those 4 circles overlap, that's your ikigai. For one 102-year-old woman in Okinawa, her ikigai is tending to her garden and sharing vegetables with her neighbors. For a 98-year-old man, it's teaching karate to children in his village. For another centenarian, it's making traditional pottery that's been in her family for generations. Notice something? Their ikigai isn't about them. It's about contributing to something bigger. It's about being needed, being useful, making a difference, even a small one. And this is where Western culture gets it wrong. We're taught to work hard our whole lives, then retire and do nothing. Golf, travel, relax. But here's the dark secret of retirement that nobody talks about. Without purpose, we wither. Studies show that people who retire without a strong sense of purpose have higher rates of depression, cognitive decline, and yes, earlier death. Japanese centenarians never really retire in the way we think of it. They keep contributing. They keep showing up. They keep finding reasons to get out of bed every morning. Because here's the truth. Longevity isn't just about living longer. It's about living better. It's about waking up each day with purpose, with connection, with joy. It's about looking back on your life at 100 years old and knowing that you lived, that you mattered, that you made a difference. That is the real secret to living past 100. Your action step. Take 10 minutes today and ask yourself those 4 ikigai questions. Journal about it. What brings you joy? What are you good at? What does your community need? Start exploring. Your ikigai is waiting to be discovered. Now I know that's a lot to take in. So let's quickly recap everything we've covered. All right, let's bring this home. We've covered the 7 daily habits of Japanese seniors who live past 100. Number 1, eat a plant-forward diet and practice harahachi-bu. Eat until 80% full. Number 2, move every single day with gentle, consistent activity. Number 3, manage stress through meditation, nature, and mindfulness. Number 4, prioritize quality sleep with a consistent schedule. Number 5, build deep social connections with family and community. Number 6, stay mentally engaged by learning and pursuing hobbies. Number 7, find your ikigai, your reason for being, your purpose. Now here's the beautiful thing. You don't have to be Japanese to adopt these habits. You don't need to move to Okinawa. You can start today, right where you are. Pick just one habit from this list. Not all 7, just one. Master it this week, then add another next week. Small changes done consistently create extraordinary results. Living to 100 isn't about luck. It's about choices. And you have the power to make those choices starting right now. Your future 100-year-old self is watching. Make them proud. So which habit resonated most with you? Are you already practicing any of these? Drop a comment below. I read every single one. And if you found this valuable, smash that like button and subscribe for more science-backed health and longevity tips. Oh, and before you go, check out that video right there about the top 10 foods that fight aging. It's the perfect companion to what we just discussed. Until next time, keep thriving, keep growing, and remember, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. I'll see you in the next one.